Dun, dun, dun. All right, hello and welcome to some more dinos. Again, pretty much the same. It's been going pretty fantastic, but we got a playset, a new, pretty recent. Haven't used this card in quite some time and haven't just used it a whole lot overall. So I definitely got to jump and highlight that before we get into the games quickly here. Charging Monstrosaur. Oh. Not a whole lot comparable at this specific mana value of 5 for a 5/5 trample haste. It's a dinosaur, always lovely stuff. Try to keep it, of course, as much dinosaurs as possible, but you can still make pretty good work splashing in other stuff. But again, keeping it with all dinos, it does open up and keep the potential for Kaheera Orphanguard. So I'm still using this. It's been quite good, definitely, but pretty much for Charging Monstrosaur, for more trample, more haste. Definitely, I'm easily getting to at least 5 lands, I would say. Oftentimes, pretty easily getting to 7. So if I can get to casting Yidaros quite nicely, I think Charging Monstrosaur should be a pretty fantastic addition. Other than that, there isn't really any other changes. I did have to cut some Carnage Tyrant to move it to the sideboard just to make some space for this guy here. I am still thinking of adding in the full playset of Carnage Tyrant. We'll see how Charging Monstrosaur performs over the next few days here, but I do love Carnage Tyrant. It has been the key many times. It's proving itself, that's for sure. Hopefully everyone's having a good night, good morning, good afternoon, whenever it is you are watching. I think we'll just jump right into the games here, just because everything is pretty much the same, and I am starting a little later tonight. Yeah, my daughter just wouldn't go to sleep. Had to leave her, unfortunately, and she fussed a little bit, but I think she's asleep now. I'll try and talk maybe a little quieter. Fledger mouse, huh? I think we could possibly make that work. Hopefully it's not a control matchup, but we're seeing the Teferi avatar. I have faced a lot of control on my phone today for sure. It's been pretty painful. Some mono red, which unfortunately the most recent mono red I faced I wasn't able to take down. It's mono blue. Oh, well, this actually could be quite fantastic. We have Shifting Ceratops. Hopefully we get that very soon, because that's going to be absolutely the key to this deck. Oh boy, I like it. I like our chances. I'm going to try and take out that Ascendant Spirit as soon as humanly possible, that's for sure. Try definitely going Ranging Raptors next turn. It may allow us turn 4 to go Domri, take out that Ascendant Spirit, but oh, excuse me. Oh, I even had some naps today. Oh, spirits. Yikes. Mono blue spirits. Sometimes it's mono blue flyers or just mono blue tempo, but this definitely seems to be mono blue spirit. So Anger of the Gods, certainly. I think that's going to be quite fantastic. We're stumbling a bit in the land department, which is quite good for me. Definitely we'll get this ranging down. Possibly, well, we'll see. Yeah, no, definitely. I think it's got to be Domri. Hopefully Ranging Raptors has stuck around. Oh, yeah, we got to take out that Supreme Phantom. Yikes. This is not good. Got to do something quick. Oh, let's see. Huh. Well, I think it's just got to be the land Domri. Then we use that ranging to fight the Rattle Chains. It's not the best. Possibly could have taken out the Ascendant Spirit, but the Ascendant Spirit isn't flying. It's a little less power. May just be it. Unfortunately, we didn't really go super fast. They were not going super fast either, but I think somebody's going to target Domri there. So he won't take quite as much damage this turn. And we got 2 Inscription of Abundances, which is quite nice.
We will rise again.
Domri likely would have died anyways, whoever we did fight. Oh yeah, good old Ripjaw. And hopefully they can't counter this. Nuts. Well, we'll try again next turn, but that might be too much, unfortunately. Hopefully that didn't get him a land there. Oh, it did. Shoot. Well, that's gonna do it. Yeah, just couldn't make anything stick. Make stuff happen early enough, but yes, Anger of the Gods, for sure. That's a no-brainer, I would say. I do like Inscription, though. Gotta cut somebody somewhere. A lot of creatures, Ripjaw fighting. That does make sense. I think we take out Charging Monstrosaur. Still got plenty of bodies. But I think with the addition of Anger of the Gods plus Inscription of Abundance and Domri, that's got to be enough in traction. Unfortunately, they did see kind of a big part of our game plan, and they shut it down. So they're going to be ready and wise to our tricks. Except for Anger of the Gods, so I think we could potentially catch them out there quite nicely. Certainly I'm going to prioritize that Shifting Ceratops. That's going to be just good luck. That should completely shut them down. If I see a Shifting in the opening hand plus maybe 3 lands, I think definitely that would probably be an instant keep against this deck. Oh, no, that's not it. 1 land. Oh, okay, that's decently better. Actually, quite a bit better. We got 2 Shifting, 2 Inscription, Marauding, 2 lands. I think could be a lot worse. Definitely a lot better than the first hand, but I'll send... Yeah, definitely 1 Inscription to the bottom. I want to keep both those Shifting for sure. That's just... it's got to happen. Excuse me. Almost went the forest there. That would have been very sad if we didn't draw a land next turn that comes into play untapped. The Flashy Spirit, I think, is coming down. Yes, Spectral Sailor. Definitely try for this second one here. I would expect them to do something to at least one of them, maybe bounce the one that we have out anyways. Of course, you never want to have, usually never want to have 2 Marauding out with the Shifting Ceratops, because both pings is going to kill it. But since I feel that they're going to do something to one of these, yeah, feel safe to do it. And there's not really a whole lot of other plays to do, Could potentially have killed that Spectral Sailor, but I'd rather save the Inscription of Abundance that I have for something a little bit more nasty. Ooh, well, it's not a land, but we gotta go for it. Phew. I was actually kind of scared there that they would do something to it, counter it. So luckily, all right, we got that all-important key. Third land. Oh boy. Rattle Chain's not too much of a problem. Potentially I could have grabbed another source of red just in case I do draw an Anger of the Gods. I do need 2 sources of red, and currently only sitting at 1. Okay, well, we got more lands. Always good stuff. Definitely let's get that shifting and make them shed some tears. Can't counter it. You can Ether Gust it. Okay, well, we'll decline since we do have another one. And I do want to get to that Anger of the Gods. Maybe they'd expect there to be another one. Yeah. Hopefully a 5th land next turn. It would be pretty helpful going to full Inscription of Abundance, but... Oh, interesting. Thought they would have attacked with a lot of us. I'm kind of tempted to go Regisaur. Actually, I'm just going to swing with Shifting Ceratops. And then I'm going to see what they do. I could potentially take out 2 things with both Inscription of Abundances. If and when they do flash things in. So that could be actually quite nice to respond to some stuff. Alright, let's try and take out this Rattle Chains here. See if that does anything. Okay, okay. Well, I think we'll... Clicked the wrong thing. Still, take out that Rattle Chains. They're gonna buff that Ascendant Spirit big time. Ooh. 2. 4, okay. I'm going to fight the Ascendant Spirit with... Well, actually, if I throw a Inscription of Abundance on Shifting Ceratops, that would just be lethal right there anyways. We'll attack with everything for sure and see who and what they block with. Okay. Wait for him to sink another 3 into it, I believe. Good stuff. There we go. We should be safe to go Inscription. Slap the counters on Shifting and... Alright. Bam. Phew. Phew. Just in case they had a counter spell in hand, I wanted them to sink that mana into the Ascendant Spirit so I could just, for sure, hopefully, safely slap that final 2 counters on Shifting and do exactly lethal, but that was a little tense, a little rough. Certainly hoping to see that Anger of the Gods here. They still don't know. We haven't, which is quite nice. We were able to take a game from them. Probably a little bit worried about that shifting Ceratops. If we can get one quite early, I don't know, that might spell doom for him. Oftentimes it does against a mono blue deck like this. Oh, well, I like it. It's not an Anger of the Gods, but it's plenty of early stuff. Definitely, I hope both Marauding Raptors survive, leading to a turn 3 Ranging Raptors for a single green after we, excuse me, play that second Marauding Raptor, but we've seen it happen. They interrupt us. Excuse me. Ooh, this could be quite nasty indeed. Pumping the Ascendant Spirit there, perhaps? Well, at least it seems we can safely go with it. Oh, we got the Anger. You know what? I'm still going to go with Marauding Raptor. Just because we have a second one in hand, we'll see if maybe the one that I play draws out removal or something. Or they're somewhat tapped out. Now I would go to a 2/4. Okay, we can't block it. They would have been able to buff Ascendant Spirit there. Right, let's try for this second one. I think they might interrupt this. Interesting. This could be quite nice. If we wanted to go Anger of the Gods, they could. I don't know. Well, we'll go with it again. That's fine too. That's a lot of lands. We'll see if they maybe play some creatures instead of pumping up the Ascendant Spirit there. I think they pretty much have to. Or they should, at least. Nah, I'm not blocking. Well, we definitely have enough lands for a Yidaros Wandering Monster if we do get to that. Or Carnage Tyrant, or really anything at this point. That's pretty sweet. Kaheera. Thunderherd. You know what, let's swing with both Marauding. See if that draws out some sort of removal, bouncing on them. And then I could potentially just go Anger to sweep everything, although I don't exactly want to. Perhaps with all the mana up, they think there's some sort of protection coming down the line. Yeah, we'll just go with Thunderherd. There it is, a 3/4. Oh boy. This might not be good. You gotta be pretty scared being at 6 though. they wanted to sink 3 in, I mean, that would be take them down to 2 lands. I don't know if they can risk it attacking with them. Okay, well, they do have to attack with it, otherwise they sacrifice Curious Obsession there. Inscription of Abundance, definitely. I would like to see that. What's non-inscription? We'll cycle this. See what we get. Interesting. Ah, Supreme Phantom. Okay. Okay. Hopefully they can't counter this. Ah, they do. No, we'll wait. We're not quite dead. We're not quite dead. Let's hold on a second. We might top deck that Shifting Ceratops, but we're basically dead. 6, 7, 8. 4, 2. So it becomes. I don't know if oh yeah, no, that's gonna do it. Couldn't quite get her done. Didn't get the Shifting Ceratops, which we desperately needed against that deck. We'll bring it back around. Definitely, they had the counter spells when they needed it. That's for sure. It's pretty interesting. It's nice seeing some sort of mono blue. Usually it's nice having Shifting Ceratops there, but yeah, just didn't stick them. Ooh, speaking of Shifting Ceratops, I think we could make that work. 2 Domris. Yeah, Ripjaw, if they do have some creatures. Guild Gates, though. We got to go a little bit faster than this, because bad things could happen very soon. Domri should be safe coming up here, but we got to get a lot of damage on them before they get that Gates Ablaze. So they deal damage equal to, excuse me, damage equal to the number of gates they control to each creature, and oftentimes they certainly have enough gates to just wipe us out. Even though we have decently sized creatures, they could 6, 7 gates if things have gone on too long. See if they play one of their creatures. Definitely, I would like to take it out before it gets too big. Probably that Gatebreaker Ram. Charging Monstrosaur, I like it. You know what, we'll try for the Regisaur Alpha. I'm going to cross my fingers that they don't have a Gates Ablaze. Certainly this Regisaur Alpha would draw that out. I think it's pretty much guaranteed. Hopefully we're getting a nice bit of 3 damage, or 4 damage I should say, on them. Then if they can't do anything to that token, could be a lot of nasty damage coming up. There it is. Hey, we drew it out. We did what we aimed to do. No, nothing to fight, so let's get Marauding plus that good old Charging Monstrosaur. And next turn, man, it's going to be pretty sweet. Got shifting, lots of goodies. Shifting also hasty next turn for sure, even if they go with a second Gates Ablaze, which would now take out Charging Monstrosaur. Bay of Wishes is not going to save them. Yeah, we should crush that with shifting and then swing for... Oh, they don't play it. Okay, what am I thinking? Okay, well we'll just... shifting. Bam. Dead. Okay. But, let's hold on a second. They have some sweepers, other than Gates Ablaze, which is always nasty. If I can look into their hand. Well, anyways, they have a sweeper from Crimson Vow, destroy all creatures if you pay the cleave cost. If you don't, it's destroy all creatures with mana value 3 or less, I believe. Path of Peril, I think it's called. Can't quite see it, unfortunately. It's locked behind the countdown timer. But a Gates deck. Something just a bigger body. 6 toughness. Carnage Tyrant, I think, is going to do the trick. Ripjaw to inscription. I do like the fighting. For those few creatures that Gates decks do have. Shifting, the hasty part I like. But I think we'll take out shifting. A couple shifting there, just due to the fact Charging Monstrosaur, somewhat similar to shifting, being able to have trample and haste, but it does have that one higher toughness than shifting. Oh, okay, that could be good. Could be. Oh, that was a close one. At the very least, we shouldn't be seeing a Gates Ablaze coming up here. I don't think they would want to anyways. Could see it coming down next turn. No. No, they're not going to do that for a single Marauding Raptor. Hopefully it's still sticking around. We can go either Charging Monstrosaur or Regisaur Alpha. Hey, like I said, the Gatebreaker Ram, that's the thing. Gets big. Yeah, starts out 7/7. Nasty, nasty stuff. And it has trample. Oh, I don't like it. Kind of tempted to just go Regisaur Alpha because it is technically more total power for the same cost. We might be able to take out that Gatebreaker Ram, which would be quite happy to do. Might have to block with Marauding Regisaur and the token, or they could just go Gates Ablaze and completely sweep us, unfortunately. A Circuitous Route, okay. If we can get something fight related. Oh, well, that's 9/9, that's nasty. Yikes. The Carnage Tyrant. Yeah, let's go with the Ripjaw. See if that helps get us towards the Inscription of Abundance, something like that. Okay, let's get ranging. Next turn, if they don't go or they haven't gone Gates Ablaze, we may just have enough damage with everything out here. Hey, you know what? I'm just going to swing with everything. Do as much as I can this turn, and then next turn that might be enough. I jinxed myself. But with the enrage, of course, we are getting a land and drawing a card. It's always good. We're able to safely play Kaheera. Gotta play something. Let's see. Ugin, I don't like Ugin. Which they can go next turn. Is there any way out of this? I don't think so. No. Yep. Can't quite get her done. Could have gone Kaheera shifting, but nah. We weren't busting through that Gatebreaker Ram, unfortunately. Okay, well, you know, I could, yeah, I could get behind this. At the very least, we got this Underherd migration. Always nice to see. Oh, more lands. Good, good. Ooh, ooh. We're rolling in it. Now let's get that Ripjaw. Hopefully apply a little bit of better pressure with that. I was thinking Raging Raptors, but Ripjaw should be better. Next turn I could see a Gates Ablaze, unfortunately. Wouldn't be so bad taking out those Arboreal Grazers. Gatebreaker, okay. Domri would be quite nice. That's a tough one. Yeah, let's go with the Regisaur. Smack him with as much as possible. Pretty much I hit him as hard and fast as I can. Playing passive, just getting swept by the Gates Ablaze really is, well, it's not gonna do much. We wouldn't have gained any value from those creatures, just simply losing them to that sweeper. Oh, we got Inscription. We can take out Gatebreaker Ram with Ripjaw Raptor. Question is if they have something to deal with Ripjaw. That's a tough one. Let's swing with everything. See who they block with. I don't think they have much at instant speed. Wouldn't expect there to be much at instant speed. Of course, it would have been better to take it out, but again, I was hoping to draw out some answer or some sort of protection they might have for this thing. But there it is. There it is. At least we drew a little bit, but that was very unfortunate. Well, that's gonna do it. Unfortunately, a great, well, it is pretty great. A great Gatebreaker Ram, they just bounce the thing we try to fight, our creature. Nothing you can do in that situation, unfortunately. We will get to open up at least one pack tonight, so again, we're hoping. Tonight's the night to get that fight rigging deck and then completely finish that. Start doing some Jund fight rigging dinos. Cheat out some big ones, that's for sure. Ooh, I like this. Definitely 2 lands, 2 marauding. Got the Ripjaw. What are we seeing here? Ooh, is it? That's not good. Hopefully this marauding lasts a turn. I'll definitely try to take out that Ledger Shredder. I do not take out that Ledger Shredder. Yeah, well, Reckless Rage. That's gonna do it. Ripjaw should be able to take out Ledger Shredder. If we can get a 5th land untapped. Well, that's going to... well, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Not so good, Dark Carnage. Not so good. Yeah, nothing much we can do in this situation. Yeah. I'm just going to cut our losses, unfortunately. Reckless Rage 1 red to slap 4 counters on the Ripjaw Raptors. Not a fun time, that's for sure. Carnage Tyrant. I do like Carnage Tyrant in this matchup. Marauding. I'm just going to cut that since it does die so easily to lots of stuff, unfortunately. Reckless Rage. Strangle. Not a great time for Marauding Raptor, at the very least. But we got a plan against this deck. We've faced it before, certainly. Could possibly bring in some graveyard hate, since it seems it's not exactly Is It Phoenix, focused on Dreadhorde Arcanist to cheat out more stuff. Got to keep in mind the spell pierces. Definitely I like shifting Ceratops since this deck relies fairly heavily on blue stuff. Should be quite helpful. I do like the anger, but it's not quite as fast, and still it's too risky for sure with 2 lands. And that's also not good. Okay, I guess that's going to have to be it, unfortunately. At the very least, again, we still do have Kaheera. We'll cycle away Yidaros and hopefully helps us get something. Okay, that's a play. Eventually we will get to Charging Monstrosaur, which is kind of nice. I don't think they would want to use damage-based removal on ranging raptors. I'd be quite happy if they did. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to actually decline that. We don't really need it. I'd rather draw something else next turn. Oh, yes, Carnage Tyrant. That is good. Well, they gotta run out of Ether Gusts at some point. Alright, we got something that is guaranteed to stick around, I think, when facing a deck like this. Still, they got a lot of flying. We gotta start taking some of it out. Do like Kaheera though. Carnage Tyrant, buffing it, and Vigilance. That's a headache. Oh, I forgot that was old coffee. Ugh. It's been sitting there a day or so, I think. Anger of the Gods. Oh boy, that would be the sweetest thing. Taking out everything. Yeah. Oh, another Carnage. Let's do it. I figured they would trade with Kaheera there, but I was pretty happy taking out one Stormwing entity. I think they have to do a fair bit staring down 2 Carnage Tyrants. 14 damage. Gonna be able to swing for 2, 6, possibly 7. That wouldn't quite do it if they wanted to swing, but they couldn't. Because they would still just die, I think. You would have to have 10 toughness anyways. Okay. Well, it's going pretty good there. Took him out, but it is an uphill battle for sure against this deck. So again, hopefully see a little bit better of a starting hand. Don't have to mulligan so aggressively. That was kind of rough. It's always rough when you have to do that, but getting the Carnage Tyrants double. I think the Hexproof just, yes, Blue Bear, thank you. Was a little bumpy the first 2 matches here tonight, but the double Carnage Tyrant, I don't know. I still say the full play set, I don't think anybody would be disappointed adding 4 Carnage Tyrants. Probably into most decks that are green. It doesn't have to be a dinosaur deck, of course, because I think most of us know the power of Carnage Tyrant, whether you've seen me use it or likely you may have used it firsthand. It is it's not a bad thing to play in anything with green. Probably not. I mean, I guess it depends exactly what your game plan is, but if you slam it, it's not the worst thing, that's for sure. All right, let's go. Anger of the Gods. Crossing the fingers. Well, they got a lot of stuff that deals damage. I don't feel Domri would stick around too long, but Lair of the Hydra, I like it. Got a lot of fighting with Domri and Inscription here. Oh, charging. That's good. And of course, I do like to see Lair of the Hydra to start off with, either playing it one of the first 2 lands, so that it does come into play untapped. Definitely, I'm liking the looks of this. Well, it's got to be Thunderherd. We don't have any other place for the turn, so hopefully they can't stop it. Cross the fingers. Ether Gust. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to decline that, just because we have plenty of lands. Tuned it a little bit, Blue Bear. Basically, it's Charging Monstrosaur, 4 copies of that fantastic Dino. That's really, throw it up there. Really the only super new addition. It's got to be a creature, and I gotta hope they don't have something that deals damage. But 1 red. Strangle. That's my bet. Oh, they don't. Okay, so Strangle is a sorcery speed, so they couldn't have played that previous turn anyways. Oh, we got the anger. Okay, okay. This is interesting. Kind of feel like going Domri. Hopefully they don't have an Ether Gust. Sort of. Is it? I jinxed myself again with this Ether Gust here, unfortunately. I don't think it's Is it Phoenix? It's just Is it Tempo? Is it Control? Something like that. I did face that Is it Phoenix deck, that episode I posted. Hopefully you guys saw with commentary from my daughter. That was quite enjoyable. Right, let's try for Charging Monstrosaur. Oh, we got a body. We got a body, folks. Are we doing damage? Oh, and we're doing damage. So I don't have anything at instant speed that could stop the Charging Monstrosaur. I like it. We got Reckless Rage, unfortunately. That's going to be a headache. That's okay, because you know what we got? The classic Fantastic. They can't do anything because they got no cards. Anger of the Gods. Smoke them. Done. If we get another land next turn, definitely I'm going Yidaros. That's for sure. Ooh, that's going to be tough though, that Hall of the Storm Giants. It's got to be Carnage Tyrant. Okay, Stormwing Entity, I can do that. Fight it. Oh, actually we can play Kaheera plus fight the Stormwing. And Carnage Tyrant would have Vigilance. Ooh, I like it. I like it indeed. Let's see, what could be the best way to do that? Yeah, just Kaheera. Right, I think that should do it. Hopefully. They have one card. We'll see. 5 to 5, that's actually kind of interesting. Both completely even, but I think we got him. Oh, and Big Blue. I mean, it's got blue in the name for you, Blue Bear. Yes, absolutely. I would have been very scared, for sure, if they made that Hall. Well, I wouldn't have been too scared because we would have been able to trade with Hall of the Storm Giants being a 7/7, Carnage Tyrant being a 7/6. Basically would have been forced to do that, but taking out Hall of the Storm Giants, quite nice. They go down a land. And we had the fantastic backup of Regisaur Yeah, I think they could main Izzet decks. But yeah, it's mostly just those fantastic cheap spells. They got the Ledger Shredder whenever they cast, whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, they put a counter on it, it gets bigger. I think we've all seen the Ledger Shredder from Streets of New Capenna at this point. I certainly have. It's been a menace. But we took him down, luckily, due to Carnage Tyrant. You know what? I think after tonight, I'm just going to work in the full 4 copies of Carnage Tyrant there. That's not the final match, but yeah. Multiple times tonight, multiple times in the past, that Carnage Tyrant with the Hexproof, the trample, that can't be countered, is the right thing for me to have been doing. The right thing for a lot of people to be doing, I think. Hexproof dinos, yes indeed. Maybe adding that Tameo safekeeping, so 1 green, hexproof or indestructible. You guys have likely seen me use it before. I mean, maybe it's time to work that in a little bit. But this, whew, I like it. 4 lands, marauding, charging, thunderherd. Hopefully we aren't interrupted here, but that is definitely, absolutely a lovely start. Should be. Hopefully I don't... Oh, we got some Esper colors here. White, black, and blue. You know what, I'm going to try for Marauding Raptor, just because they don't have anything that can kill it. They didn't have any mana up. Hopefully he survives another turn. Even though I don't have anything guaranteed to... Well, okay, well... Token dinos? Yeah. I also like token dino. Thoughtseize, taking out probably Thunderherd Migration there. I would think. But this is the sort of stuff, you know, we're used to facing. Again, at the very least, that Thunderherd Migration helping us to stably ramp. Parallel lives. Oh, I do like parallel lives. Definitely. Yeah, let's go with the shelter. They don't see the Yidaro. Eventually we could get to simply casting Yidaro, so I think I'll maintain that. I was thinking of cycling him, the good buddy there, Yahoo Yidaro, but seeing with the lands that I have, I'm gonna hope we can just slam him. But yeah, something like Parallel Lives. Ooh, it's a Greasefang. It's a Esper Greasefang. Parhelion 2. Well, that's gonna do it. I thought it was just Esper control. It might be Esper control with a kind of side of Greasefang. We've seen this deck before. I've faced it before. We'll definitely keep Inscription of Abundance in. If we have a dino that's big enough to fight Greasefang, that's quite nice. Ranging Raptors, though, I think we could actually cut Ranging Raptors, bring in Rampaging Ferocidon, just something that's 3 power. If hopefully we have 2 mana up, we could fight that Greasefang at instant speed with the Rampaging Ferocidon there, whereas Marauding Raptor being at 2 power and Ranging Raptors being at 2 power wouldn't be able to take out Greasefang. It's all about the instant speed interaction, taking out the greasy rat before it cheats out a big nasty vehicle, or Soul Guide Lantern here just taking out their graveyard. I kind of like Carnage Tyrant, though. I don't think we need Ripjaw Raptor, really. The haste, trample, but mostly the haste with Shifting Ceratops and Charging Monstrosaur could be quite nice. Certainly Shifting Ceratops, since it is Esper Greasefang. They got some blue stuff going on. Oh, Soul Guide, I'll keep it. Definitely going to slam that Soul Guide. I don't want to hold on to it, since, I mean, I would expect a Thoughtseize. I just got to get it out of my hand and hope they don't have any way to remove it. It is kind of nice when you can hold the Soul Guide Lantern back, make use of its first enter the battlefield trigger, exiling a target card. If it's something problematic enough, that can kind of buy you time until you have to pop it. It's kind of nice, but yeah, we got to get that down. Turn 1, protect it from the Thoughtseize, which I would expect is coming. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Phew. I read them like a book. There's not really a whole lot they could play turn 1 anyways, but definitely it's something you should mostly assume is going to happen. Pretty much, I think. If you have Thoughtseize and you see dinos, you probably want to get on that quick as possible. Stop the biggest threats. Got another land. We're rolling. Hey, farmer, how's it going? Hope you're having a good night, good morning, whenever it is you're watching. Won the previous game, which was quite nice, against Is It Phoenix? Well, no, it wasn't Is It Phoenix, just Is It Red and Blue Control sort of thing. Lots of targeted removal, deal 3 damage, 4 damage. It can be quite painful. But yeah, with the Soul Guide Lantern, I'm really not worried at all. Oh, they got the Parhelion. Okay. See what they do here. So we pop it. They had to force us to pop it, unfortunately. Hopefully they don't have another one in hand, but we'll pressure them quite nicely with this Charging Monstrosaur. Greasefang maybe wants to trade with one of these things, or if they do have a way to discard a second copy of Parhelion 2 next turn, they would get it. I think they're thinking about blocking and killing one of these things. Possibly the Charging Monstrosaur, because temporarily it is at 3 toughness there. Alright, here goes nothing. I believe they can only do 12 if they get Parhelion 2 into the graveyard. 5 from Parhelion plus 8 with the 2 angel tokens. Okay, they had to do something. And they're dead. Oh. Oh. Oh, good stuff. Ooh. Kind of thinking of adding in Anger of the Gods. If they do slam down the Greasefang, but most of the time they play the Greasefang that turn to get the Parhelion 2, can't respond to anything on their turn with Anger of the Gods because it is a sorcery speed. I'll keep it as is. I think Soul Guide Lantern definitely, bam, yes. They saw we had another copy of Charging Monstrosaur, so it would have been exactly lethal with them sitting at 9 there. Kaboom, kaboom, you said it perfectly. But they know the nasty potential. We got the Soul Guide. Oh, yeah, I was instant keep. Now, guys, I need you to cross your fingers they don't go turn 1 Thoughtseize, because they're on the play, so I got the Crying Dino ready. If they don't, phew. Yep, go with the mountain, get the Soul Guide. Oh, I was scared there. Hopefully they don't get rid of Thunderherd Migration. Okay. Yep, we got it. We got safely the Soul Guide Lantern down. Oh, so it tapped. Lots of stuff tapped. This is good. This is, oh, Lair of the Hydra. Oh, that's so sweet. Lots of lands. We're looking good. We're looking good. Definitely this seemed like a pretty risky hand to start. Lots of costly dinos. Nothing too cheap. Okay, so they're just getting the Grease Fang just to have a body, I guess. Huh. No, I'll go with the shifting. I still have the Soul Guide Lantern to pop if and when they do get some stuff into the graveyard. We could fight to take a Grease Fang next turn. Would be nice to see a second copy of Soul Guide Lantern, just to be super safe. I'm going to take that for just because I feel they have ways to reanimate and get Grease Fang back. I'd like to get lots of nice damage with shifting Ceratops. Oh, we got another. That's interesting. Yeah, let's pay a 2 life. Get that Charging Monstrosaur, do a ton of damage, hopefully. Oh? Okay. Well, still shouldn't be too bad. Basically, I think there were mainly only creatures are Grease Fang plus Parhelion and the angel tokens that they make, so we probably don't have to worry about too many other bodies come. Oh, is that okay? The Wandering Emperor, yeah, that's gonna be rough. Taking out Charging Monstrosaur there for sure.
My judgment is final.
Alright, well, we'll get this one. Plus another Soul Guide Lantern. I'll hold off on attacking with the Charging Monstrosaur. Don't really want to go to 4. Whew, that sucks. Domri. Next turn playing Kaheera could be quite nice. That's not good.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Let's see, is there anything we can do? Don't think so. Well, we'll sacrifice it and draw something, but that might be it, unfortunately. Yep, that's gonna do it. That was pretty good. That was quite fantastic. Sort of an alternate game plan. I really should have taken out that Grease Fang earlier. Or just taken out Wandering Emperor. So I think there was certainly a mistake on my part for sure. Hadn't really experienced that interaction too much. Not even bothering really with the graveyard stuff. Just Wandering Emperor to exile something that's tapped, unfortunately, and then just slap counters on Grease Fang, giving it first strike as well until end of turn. That did the trick. We took one game from him though. That was pretty good. Right, let's do one more here tonight. Hopefully end on a positive note. Toby won. Okay. Maybe Rakdos. We're seeing Obnoxious Obnixilis. I can keep that. Yeah, we got Lair of the Hydra. turn 2 Thunderherd, always nice. Leading to that turn 3 Ripjaw Raptor, I hope. Okay, oof, I was scared it was going to be a turn 1 Thoughtseize. Okay, we're good. We're good. What is this card? I'm not too worried about that. Hopefully Ripjaw sticks around. They certainly could kill him with 2. There are a couple options. I should look into that. Heated debate. Huh. I'm pretty sure I would have looked at it. It sounds familiar, but I'll keep that in mind. I always like stuff that can't be countered, for sure. Yeah, let's just get the Regisaur next turn. We'll have 6. We can get Kaheera from... Well, we can pay the mana we need to. Give everything Vigilance. It's going to be good. It's pretty costly for 6, but definitely buffing and Vigilance does the trick. I think their back's against the wall at this point. Seems like just a bunch of kind of small creatures. Oh, Anger of the Gods is going to bring them pain. Hopefully, excuse me, when we do bring it in. Really not worried who they block with. Another hasty Ripjaw, fight some stuff with Domri. It's a good time. Yeah, after this match, let's look up Heated Debate. I'll see how I feel about it. Just a bunch of Immerstrom Raiders. That's not quite gonna do it for him. Do we just kill him? I think we do. Pretty sure we do. Yeah, we'll just go Ripjaw for 4. Bam. Ouch. But we saw what this deck has. A lot of small black and red creatures, so Anger of the Gods is, yeah, absolutely a good thing to be bringing in. Makes sense. I think Anger is absolutely going to do a lot of work if we can hopefully see it. So switching out Inscription for Anger and probably just keep it as is. A common too, huh? I'm always up for commons. I mean, we've got our fantastic Commune with Dinosaurs to help increase consistency for a single green at a common. I mean, I've loved it for so long. I might go back to it. Certainly I will go back to it at some point. I used it for basically 4 years, pretty much every single day. So I do love it. But yeah, anything that can have some pretty good potential at a common, I'm intrigued. I like this better. I do like Carnage Tyrant, but at the very least we will get to 4 with... oh, okay, there we go. We got the Anger. We already have our 2 sources of red, but we'll get to 4 mana. Anger's gonna bring the pain. And we don't have creatures that have 3 toughness or less, so... oh, well, we do have Marauding. I'm gonna try for Marauding. If they do have something like Fatal Push, yeah, it happens, but Marauding could lead to Shifting Ceratops next turn. Oh, okay, that's good. Oh wow, guys, I like it. This is as good as I could have hoped for. Possibly a second shifting next turn hasty if we do draw another land. Yeah, sometimes there can be some absolutely fantastic common cards. There's some fantastic decks in the Pauper format, which I think only uses uncommons and commons. It might just be only commons. Not exactly sure, but oh yeah, no, there's definitely fantastic power to be had. I think it's probably got to be Thunderherd in an anchor. Yeah, get that shifting. I think that's going to do the trick. I think at some point they do temporary formats, I believe, that are similar. Let's just get him. Unfortunately, we couldn't give stuff trample. Probably would have been better just swinging now that I think about it, but yeah, they have had some artisan, I believe, is only, well, that's not quite gonna do it. Okay. Bam. Trample. Sneaky trample. Getting her done. Shifting Ceratops. Coming in strong. Ooh, oh boy. I know there's been artisan for sure in Arena, which is commons and uncommons only in standard legal sets. I think they have done Pauper at some point, but there's not a whole lot of selection. Definitely Pauper is nice when you can go back, I think, pretty much to all the sets. It definitely helps to make a pretty nice deck. That was pretty good. We got the win. Good stuff. So let's take a look at that heated debate here. Actually, open up a pack. Let's do the nightly Streets of New Capenna pack opening for fight rigging. I had a brain blank there. Here goes nothing. Oh boy. Quick draw dagger, huh? Dinos can't hold that. In their teeth, they could hold that. Arc Splitter. Still, I am working on vehicle dinosaurs. Cut my losses. I guess. It wasn't too hot tonight, win-wise, but that's a nasty card for blue. When I first saw that, oh. Mill decks, I mean, they can be fun. It's nice to mill the opponent's library, but I think anybody facing a mill deck just does not have a good time. Target player mills half their library rounded down. That's never a good thing. And they can copy the spell as well, so maybe I could make Tamer cut your losses mill dinos. Dino mill. No, that kind of sounds bad. It's like they're harvesting dinos, grinding them up or something. That's cruel. I don't like to think about it that way. Dino mill deck. Yeah, never fun to go against. So maybe I could work in some sort of a mill theme. Interesting. Something that is in the blue color. I do like adding blue stuff other than just Nezaho Primal Tide and a couple other things. Yeah, well, that could be interesting. I actually think I have quite a few copies of Cut Your Losses here, but we'll look at the collection. We'll see that heated debate. 1 second. Let's look up Cut Your Losses. Oh, I have 3 copies. My goodness, and still no copy of Fight Rigging. So, Splash Mill? Okay, man. We got vehicle dinos, we got dino mill dinos. Got a lot of fun stuff coming up. Definitely. But, yeah, 3 copies, Cut Your Losses. Okay, heated debate. Oh, yes. Okay. Strixhaven. I kind of like that, actually. And it is versatile. It hits creature or planeswalker, which is quite nice. It's not super narrow, only hitting a creature. I like it. Let's see comparables, though. Deal 4 damage. In red. Costing 3 instant speed. And make sure it's stuff I don't own. Okay, so these are... Yes, definitely. And I did get that full art. I think it was with the Mastery Pass for Streets of New Capenna. Certainly with Streets of New Capenna being lots of instants and sorceries, there really wasn't basically anything for dinosaurs, of course. But I think there will be some set coming up, similar to how the Mystical Archives in Streets of New Capenna. There's going to be something but creature-focused. So I think that'll happen eventually. But yes, these are the comparables for Heated Debate. So everything else that costs 3, deals 4 damage, instant speed. I am really liking that counterpart. Currently nothing else has that part. There is Demon Bolt, actually, to consider from Call Time, so foretelling it and then paying 1 red. I do like that. If we don't have to worry about the counterpart of things, if it's something that isn't blue, I think Demon Bolt potentially could be, yeah. Burn Dinos. I like it. I always like adding in a bit more interaction. The fight stuff, it can be nice, but we've seen how they bounce the target. Happened a couple times tonight. Tried to fight something and then Brazen Borrower just bounced the dinosaur that we would have used to fight and take out some creature. So just strictly shooting them, but also being able to target a planeswalker with Demon Bolt there. Definitely we don't want to bombard. That's just strictly worse. It did come out in Rivals of Ixalan, but yeah. I'm thinking Demon Bolt. Risk factor is kind of nice. Slaying Fire, though, if we do spend 3 red mana, we can target anything. I do like that versatility, definitely. But I might try Demon Bolt. We'll see. There's a lot to work on. That was pretty fantastic tonight. More misses than hits, but there was some tough matchups for sure. So hopefully Blue Bear, Farmer, Draco, anybody else watching, you had a good time. I certainly did. It's always great talking to you guys. I may not be back tomorrow. My parents are coming up to visit, so there might not be a stream Friday night or Saturday night, but definitely I would be back Sunday night with something for sure. Might post some no-com episodes, which, yeah, again, Blue Bear, hopefully you saw that episode I posted. Commentary from my daughter, it's quite fantastic. Hopefully I'm going to add that in here and there. I think it worked out. It was pretty fun doing it with her, getting her to say certain things and then kind of lining up the sound clips. But yeah, all right. I'll see you guys maybe in a couple nights, maybe tomorrow night. We'll see. Have a good one. Remember, there's always room for improvement. Definitely look at comparables if you're looking at some card. You may find something that is a little bit better, just in case. All right. Have a good one. Yes. Thanks for watching.